Welcome back, everyone. It's Lala, and it has been a minute since I recorded a video, and that's because there has been a lot going on in my life, and so which is going to be pretty much the theme of this video, or the main theme is about my planner and how it has served an important tool as when we're lifing, and about mental health. So before I get really started, please consider hitting that like button to help me out, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and share this video. I really appreciate it. All right, so if a lot of you have seen my previous videos, you know that I'm using the Sterling Ink Common Planner, and I am using the full year in the vertical timed notebook. All right, and this is the January start for 2025, so the whole year in one book. Normally I have my planner with this cover, this plastic cover, and maybe you can see it a little bit. Has a pocket there, and then it has this pocket back here. This is the Jibun Techo B6 mini plastic cover. All right, so I can fit my B6 slim, and I want to make sure we understand the mini slim is what I'm referring to. Does fit in here. All right, so there's the spine, and it's bulked up, of course. My planner has, and I have some additional Jibun Techo accessories like this zipper pocket insert. So yeah, all right. So I'm not going to show the inside front pocket because I have my business cards and such, but yeah. So it's not in the cover I've been using, which is this Multern. This is the B6 Multern cover, and I took it out because I went on a trip, and the week before returned this week. Today's Sunday, so I consider Sunday the last day of the week. And so I came back home to Portland, Oregon this week. And I was taking care of some family medical stuff, which is still ongoing. And so this is where I go into what I used. So I decided to try to keep things as light as possible in my luggage because I was taking an extra suitcase. And so bottom line, I had 3 pieces of separate luggage pieces. One was my backpack with stuff in there, with my laptop and all that, my planner, whatever. And one was for all my clothes and, toiletries and things like that. And in the big suitcase I took to actually bring more of my belongings back to Portland. So I wanted to keep things as light as possible because I knew coming back my load was going to be a lot heavier. So I took my planner out of my Multern cover, and I just took this. All right, and it was fine. So so my planner, is like the heartbeat. It is the tool I use to get things done, stay organized, plan, and this is going to have the monthlies, the weekly timelines, and I'm going to show this week, or Monday starting. So the week of April 28th through May 4th, and as I've shown before, and I'll go in a little closer, is that primarily my week will show me, I'll put in here like I'm a mental health therapist, my client appointments, team meetings, some weekly tasks that I've already started to jot down, and then sometimes I'll keep track of when I take my dog out to use the bathroom. Over the last 2 weeks, because of my trip and everything, I just haven't done that. It just hasn't been a priority for me. And so that's the other thing. Sometimes your priorities will change in regards to what you're tracking, what you're writing down, and that is okay, as long as you are not forgetting to do important things. There's no way I can forget to take my dog outside. So she sometimes lets me know when she starts kind of walking around a lot more and she's kind of going towards the door a little bit more, whatever. I can tell that she wants to go outside. But generally, I like to take her out, every 4 hours or so. And again, because I live in a mid-rise apartment building, so I don't have a yard to just let her out the door. So I have to actually take her out. So I hadn't been tracking that because she wasn't with me for the time I was on my trip, and with me returning back this week, I just haven't tracked it. I might do it. And I am doing color coding. And so then what I also do is, my daily pages. And I'm covering up my weekend. I decided for this time around, because of me going on a trip and I knew things are going to be a lot different, I put Saturday, Sunday in the same page. Normally I have each day has a page, and I still have plenty of daily pages. There's enough daily pages for every day of the week, and plus some. And with me combining, and I can just kind of show you, I have the dates up here, Saturday and Sunday, and because there is a middle dot, so you can actually break this up in quads, 4 quads, or half. So I would just draw my line, and the line going across for my title, for the date. And I've been using the Sterling ink sticker sets. And anyway, so these are my dailies, and I kind of prep them. And so now I got to get ready to prep May in here. So this is what I continue to use. And sometimes when I'm, it may be inconvenient to write something down, so something will pop up in my head. And so, but I want to make sure I don't forget. So what I, use on and off all the time for the last couple of years is an app on my cell phone. What I did was I made sure I put it on my iPad because I'm using my cell phone to record this video. But I use the Twos app, just like the number 2 and then comma S. And so this is a view of the Twos app. It's showing everything, all this, days, more. But you can look at a calendar view. Here's a calendar view. And you can create reminders. You can create lists. And this is today. I have it set to where I don't have to write this down every day for daily journaling. It is set as a daily activity. I also like that if I don't get something done, at the end of the day, it's going to automatically move it over into your next day. I love that feature of the Twos app. And I use a Samsung Galaxy phone, so this app is available for your Android and your Apple devices. I do not know, because I don't normally, I just haven't looked into it if there is a web app of this, because again, I primarily use it on my cell phone. So when it's an inconvenient time for me to be able to pull my planner out, my paper planner, then I will use Twos. And I absolutely, like I said, I really love this app. And here's the side panel here. And like I had some different lists especially when I was moving here back to Portland, Oregon. I created like apartment shopping list, things I wanted, and da 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 da. And I like when you complete a task, it gives you like this celebration. These stars pop up, and it's like a big fanfare kind of thing. And I think that serves as a great tool for, especially for those who struggle with symptoms of ADHD, anxiety, OCD. Reward systems are great. So yeah, so here's today, and there are just so many different options. You can use this even as a bullet journal. Let's see. So write something down. I'm just gonna say post. YouTube video. Okay. I'm going to hit that green. Well, what you can also do is you can do more things. And again, I usually do this on my phone, so I'm feeling a little out of my elements here on this iPad. But you can make sub lists. You can add a reminder, you can add a photo, you can add tags. Let me pull it up closer for you guys. Set focus time. So this is great. Okay, you can also, and here's where type is what it says. So you have dashes, to-dos, numbers, notes, bullet, sub lists. You have some formattings, and you have some indentions. Outdent, space, unspace. So there's different options to really make your, what you're writing down, how you need it to look and feel. And then if I needed to move, like say this, okay, so this thing here, I can move it easily to a different day. I can even move it to a list. So say maybe you create a list for next action like I have here, or waiting on. So maybe if I really, I'm not ready to post a YouTube video, for example, because maybe I'm waiting for a product in the mail, maybe I want to move it to the list for waiting on, and yeah, do that. So, and then let's see, you can also share. You can share this item here. It has different options here. All right. So anyway, Twos apps, that's just a brief. I would highly recommend just going into going to YouTube and looking up Twos and learning more about the Twos app. Okay. So there's that. The other thing that I took with me on my trip to Texas, I took my e-reader, and let's add an S with that. All right. So, and I had planned to do a video about my Boox e-readers, but I haven't done that yet. This is the Boox Go Color 7, I believe, yeah. So this is a color e-reader. And then I had been really curious about the Boox Palma. And this is going to be your cell phone sized e-reader. And before I got this one, I was really curious about the Palma, but I was like, man, I don't want to read on something that's the size of my cell phone. I think that'd just be too small. Actually, I picked this up more than I do this one. And you're probably already familiar with, I also have the Kobo, and the Kobo has the stylus. And all three of these have page turn buttons, and some of the devices like this one here, the Palma, you can customize the side button. So there's your power button and your up down, and then there has this custom side button here. So then here's the Kobo in color, and then I have the Boox brand. Now, why did I get the Boox brand at all? Why? When I had the Kobo, I also have a Kindle Scribe. Well, I got it because I really wanted a device that I can access all of my different reading resources. So the Kobo is going to be primarily for my library and, well, the Kobo. And I do love the Kobo e-reader. I love this size. I love the feel of this. It's wider than the Boox, but the screen size is pretty much the same, but the body of it is wider than Boox. So you can see that it is wider. It's about, the device itself is about the same height, I'm thinking, but the width of it is larger. Also, too, I like the Kobo because, and I'm going to tip it to the side, because the buttons are spaced, where the Boox, there are two buttons there, but they are right connecting. They touch. With the Palma, I do feel a little bit of space with the case, but whatever. So a device with everything. So reading books, I even have my Bible, my Logos Bible software on here. So I mean, I have all the apps that I would want to use are on one device, and that has worked beautifully. And reading has been a source of self-care for me. Again, the trip I went on was very challenging, stressful, tiring, and during those quiet moments, you know, praying, reading scripture, and going and reading a book or playing a game, because I did take my laptop. One of my adult children also came from out of state and spent time helping me and being there with me, and being there for the family. And yeah, I really had to fall back on the things to take care of myself. So if you're struggling with mental health, if you're going through life stressors, and all of that, make sure you know what your coping tools are. Trying to have as much consistency as possible, like using your planner, exercising, eating properly, staying hydrated. These are things I talk to my clients about. And so I don't just talk to my clients about them, but I also have to do them myself. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to say with that. So today what I'll be doing is not only posting this video for you guys, is I'm going to be working on my planner using my sticker kits. That's a form of coping, and, well, just not really coping, but it's just a form of self-care, of enjoyment, pleasure, you know, kind of setting up my pages, my dailies for the month of May, and then adding some stickers onto my week for April. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So please do, you know, that's pretty much what I was going to share with you guys today. But do share what your thoughts are on this video, maybe what you do to take care of yourself, especially during times of stress. Again, hit the like button, subscribe, share the video. And if you have any questions, please post them below. I love the questions, the comments, and I really appreciate you guys. Take care of yourself. I'll be back again soon. Bye.